All right, it's showtime. How's everybody doing tonight? If you're doing it good tonight, make some noise. Clap it up. Good. That's good. Hey, so listen, as I said before, this is a nice, laid-back, casual event, a Christmas musical, if you will. So on behalf of Bishop Willie Jones Jr., Pastor Regina Jones, the whole staff of the Favor of God International Worship Center, I want to welcome you to this event tonight. It's laid back. We're here to have a good time. We're here to have fun. We're here to enjoy one another. Doesn't the stage look good? Hey, let's clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. Let me be the first to tell you that there is no outline. There is no outline. We don't say wing it because we're at church, but we just going to let it flow. We're just going to flow tonight. Is that okay? We're going to flow. We're not following no outline. We're just going to do what we got to do. We're going to have a good time. We're going to celebrate one another, and then we're going to shake hands and hug, and then we're going to go home. That sounds good? Everybody had enough donuts? They hot, too. They hot. They fresh. They stuck to each other, so I didn't separate them. I just took both of them. And I didn't need 2 donuts. Because you get 2 donuts, then your buttons, they start to tighten up a little bit, but I don't care. I know y'all. We family. With that being said, everything tonight, every song you hear is going to be about the season, the Christmas season. A season of joy, a season of laughter, love, family, and togetherness. Despite of all the craziness that's going around, we know the reason for the season, right? What's the reason for the season? Let me see. Okay, I'm going to put you to the test. I'm going to put you to the test. You sang, I'm going to put you to the test. I know that was Tay. I know that was Tay. So let me tell you what you can expect. You can expect conversation. You can expect people talking about their fondest memory during the holiday season. You can expect great music, great songs by some extremely talented vocalists, if you will, and some not so talented. But that's okay. It's a joyful noise. It's still a joyful noise. And that's what you can expect. So without further ado, first guest, and we're going to clap it up for every guest, right? The first guest, I introduce to you, Ms. Lana. Let's clap it up. Let's clap it up. Clap it up. Yeah. Oh, you got it. She got it. Everybody say, go, Lana. Yeah. Sounds just like the CD.
Walking around the Christmas tree at the Christmas party hop. Mistletoe hung
Yeah, yeah, yeah. A superstar in the making. Hey, listen. Let me be the first to tell you, and everybody in here knows that when you touch this mic, it takes courage to come up here to stand in front of people that's only going to look at you. You make it much easier when someone's holding the mic. If you clap for them, if you celebrate them, if you scream for them, you make it much easier because it takes a lot of courage. So make some noise again for Lana. Make some noise. Yeah. Make some more noise. How many of y'all would have said, no, I ain't want to do that? I just got out of school. We got exams. All kinds of lies. But she did it. She did it. It takes courage. And she did a good job, right? Right? That's cool. So again, the theme is Christmas, joy, and all that good stuff. And I can take a moment, and talk about, so I'm seasoned a little bit. I got a little age up on me, so I can talk about one of my fondest experiences during the holiday season. I'm from a small town community, if you will, called Sally Hill. And it was a group of us, I remember vaguely. Christmas morning, all of my friends, Britt, JT, Craig, Chris, all of these guys, they came in my grandma's yard and they had brand new bikes. Everybody had brand new bikes. They was doing like, at that time you ride your bike real fast and you press the brakes and slide all the way. And I was looking around the yard, looking around the house for my bike. I ain't have no bike. So, I ain't had no bike. So it don't matter. The day was over with for me. Santa let me down. Like I ain't had no bike. All my friends got bikes. I ain't got one. So Christmas sucked. Christmas sucked. So about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, my sister who was living in Atlanta at the time, she called and said, hey, we're down at my in-laws' house right down the street. Run down here. I got a couple presents for you. And she had a couple sweaters for me. I don't want no sweater. All my friends got bikes. And when I looked, I had to look happy for the sweater. So I was like, yeah, I like the sweater. When I was ready to walk back to my grandma's house, and my brother-in-law said, hey, one more thing. It's in the trunk. And guess what he had in the trunk? He had me a bicycle, man. Listen, I rolled that bike past my grandma's house to my friend's house, and I pressed the brakes. I slid in their yard and walk up their yard. And I slid in their yard. But listen, that was the best Christmas I think I ever had. And I think I was like 7 years old. But that time taught me, that was a lesson this day. Like, so you get caught up in, making sure kids, those of us who have kids, making sure they're okay and they got everything. We take the year to scratch off all these gifts and make sure they got everything under the tree. And I'm talking about parents now. I'm talking to parents. And a lot of times, we put undue stress on ourselves to do that kind of stuff. We do. And I'm not saying, if you got it, you got it. And you know what I'm saying? The child should be happy. If you got good kids and they doing what you tell them to do, they're supposed to be happy on Christmas. But they're supposed to be happy year-round, whatever. But Christmas, a lot of times parents put unnecessary stress, or people put unnecessary stress, not just parents, on themselves around this particular day. And this day has a reason. There's a reason for this season. And it's not about gifts, and I know I say that lightly, but it's not about gifts, and I know this is not a church. Is this a church event? It's a church event. Okay, so we can go there. I know it's not about gifts and all that stuff, but the reason for the season is the man above. And I think a lot of times when you see stuff and you read stuff like today, like the man who committed suicide, like he took his life, right, during this season. This unnecessary stress, and sometimes we forget about what this season really means. Because if we remember what this season means, that stress that we put on ourselves, it goes away. It's not about that. It's not about that. You might wake up Christmas morning, you might not get what you thought you were going to get. But guess what you got? You're breathing, you're walking, and all that good stuff. So that's a public service announcement. If you don't get the brand new car and if you don't get the brand new bag and all that stuff, just remember the simple thing, the small things that's so huge. You have life, you have health, you have strength, and you have another day